The truth is, nobody's neutral about a Rottweiler. People either stare in awe or step aside in fear. And that's exactly what makes this breed so powerful, so misunderstood, and so unforgettable. Because behind the thick build and the cold stare is a dog that lives in extremes. One moment, it's an unshakable protector. The next, it's your most loyal shadow. But blink, and you'll miss the subtle line between confidence and chaos. This is why Rottweilers are feared, and why, for the people who understand them, they're absolutely loved. Let's start with the fear. It's not unfounded. This breed was designed to be intimidating. Roman drover dogs, cart-pulling guardians, silent enforcers bred to move livestock, guard borders, and watchbacks. The Rottweiler doesn't bark for attention. It doesn't show off. It simply stands its ground, silently calculating. People sense that, even if they don't know dogs. It's something primal. The way the Rottweiler carries itself, low, steady, unfazed, it gives off one message: I'm not afraid of you. And that's where the myth starts. People assume that because the Rottweiler can fight, it wants to. They assume aggression is baked into its DNA. But here's what they don't understand. The Rottweiler isn't aggressive by default. It's responsive. It mirrors the energy of its environment. Calm handler, calm dog. Anxious home, anxious dog. Weak leadership, that's when this breed takes charge, and that's when things go sideways. So yes, the Rottweiler can be dangerous, but only when misunderstood, only when mishandled. Because unlike softer breeds that forgive inconsistency, the Rottweiler keeps score. If you raise your voice without reason, it remembers. If you lash out in frustration, it registers that. And if you break its trust, it doesn't just move on, it adapts. That's when the growls start. That's when obedience turns selective. That's when the fear you see on the outside becomes real, because the bond inside is breaking. But here's the part no one talks about: the love. Because once you earn a Rottweiler's trust, it gives you everything. This dog doesn't do halfway. It doesn't do casual. It doesn't kind of follow. Once the bond is there, the Rottweiler is all in. Room to room, step for step, heartbeat to heartbeat. Not because you demanded it, but because you earned it. The loyalty of a Rottweiler isn't loud. It's not needy. It's quiet, constant, present. It's in the way it watches the door behind you, the way it checks the shadows before you do, the way it scans every park bench before you sit. That's not paranoia. That's love, expressed through protection. Because to the Rottweiler, love and responsibility are the same thing. If it loves you, it will guard you. Period. But let's not sugarcoat it. That same love can become overprotection if you're not careful. If the dog senses that you're weak, unsure, or reactive, it starts compensating. It becomes the leader. And once it starts leading, you lose access to the softness underneath. The vulnerability fades. The love turns into control. And that's when even the most well-meaning owners start to fear the very dog they brought home to protect them. So what makes the difference? Leadership, not dominance. Leadership, quiet strength, emotional consistency, rules that don't shift with your mood, presence that doesn't crumble under pressure. When the Rottweiler sees that in you, it relaxes. It stops micromanaging the world and starts trusting your decisions. And when it trusts you, that's when you see the real dog. The one that curls at your feet like a tank disguised as a teddy bear. The one that lets toddlers tug its ears. The one that won't sleep until it hears your car pull in at night. That's the love. But it only shows up once the respect is mutual. And for people who've never owned a Rottweiler, that bond is almost hard to describe. It's not just emotional, it's spiritual. You don't own this dog. You earn its partnership. And once you have it, it doesn't leave. Not even when the dog does. Talk to anyone who's raised a Rottweiler well, and you'll hear the same stories. Not about tricks, not about commands, but about presence. About eye contact that says more than words. About a dog that just knows when you're hurting, when you're tense, when something's off. That's not coincidence. That's deep observational loyalty. The kind of love that's earned through shared adversity, not convenience. But it comes with a cost. You can't phone it in with this dog. You can't raise a Rottweiler halfway. You can't disappear emotionally and expect obedience. If you want its loyalty, you give yours first. You show up. You set boundaries. You correct calmly. You love firmly. And you do it every day, because this breed doesn't forget. It's not looking for perfection, but it is looking for consistency. That's the paradox. The same traits that make people fear the Rottweiler, its intensity, its intelligence, its power, are the very traits that make it an unparalleled companion when guided well. It doesn't tolerate nonsense. But it also doesn't abandon you. It won't tolerate lies, but it'll guard your truth with its life. And when the world gets loud, dangerous, or unstable, there is no better feeling than walking beside a dog that would give its life for you without hesitation. Not because you asked it to, but because that's who it chose to be. The fear is real, and it should be, because this is a dog that holds power most people can't handle. But for those who earn its respect, the love is even more real. And once you've experienced it, no other dog ever compares.